All right, let's talk about a super simple English phrase that can totally change the way people hear your suggestions. Seriously, it's just a tiny little tweak, but it makes a huge difference. And it all boils down to asking one simple question.
Have you ever felt like maybe you're coming off a little too strong? Like you're being kind of bossy when you're just trying to make plans with friends? It's a super common thing, don't worry. But there's a really cool way to turn what sounds like a command into a real team effort.
Okay, so think about something simple like, let's go. Yep, it gets the point across, right? It's quick, but it can also feel like you're just telling someone what to do. Now listen to this. What do you say we go? Hear that? It's a world of difference. Suddenly, it's not an order anymore. It's an invitation. It's like saying, hey, let's decide this together.
So how do we actually use this? Well, let's kick things off with the most common situation you'll find yourself in, just trying to make a friendly suggestion.
The whole idea here is to stop giving orders and start giving invitations. It's absolutely perfect for all those casual plans, like grabbing a coffee or even planning a whole weekend trip. When you do this, people feel like they're part of the plan. They feel included and excited, not just like you're telling them what to do.
Okay, so what is this magic phrase that makes all this happen? Let's get right into it and break it down. So the phrase we're talking about is, what do you say we? I mean, at its heart, it's basically just another way to say, how about we? Or shall we? But the real magic, the real power is in the feeling it creates. It just sounds so much more conversational and, collaborative.
Look, theory is one thing, but it's always better to see it in action, right? Let's listen to how this actually sounds in a real conversation. I promise, this is where it'll all just click.
Okay, so picture this. Sarah's just wrapped up work for the day. She turns to her friend Mike and kind of opens the door for some ideas. This sets the stage perfectly for what comes next.
And here's what Mike says. Now, he could have just said, let's get sushi, but he doesn't. Instead, he goes, what do you say we try that new sushi place downtown? It's not a demand at all. It's a shared idea, and it genuinely asks for Sarah's opinion. It brings her into the decision.
All right, now for the good stuff, the pro tips. This is where we really dig into the details that are going to help you use this phrase perfectly and sound like you've been using it your whole life.
So getting this right really just comes down to two things. First, the grammar, which is super simple, by the way. And second, that collaborative feeling we've been talking about. Let's get the grammar out of the way first.
Okay, the formula here is so easy. It's always, what do you say we? And then you just add the basic verb. That's it. No to, no ing at the end, just the plain, simple verb. So, for example, you'd say, what do you say we grab coffee? Not grabbing coffee. Or, how about, what do you say we go to the movies? Not to go to the movies. See? Once you get that simple pattern down, you can use it for literally anything.
And this is really the most important part. When you use this phrase, you're sending a message. You're showing that you actually care about what the other person thinks. It's like you're saying, hey, this is my idea, but what's your take on it? That little bit of respect is what makes the whole thing feel like teamwork instead of you just being pushy.
Okay, so we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Now it's time to see if it all stuck. Let's put what you've learned to the test. All right, here's a little quiz for you. Let's say you want to suggest a new restaurant to your friend Mike. Take a look at these three options. Which one of these sounds the most collaborative? Go ahead, take a second, think about it.
Did you get it? The best answer is B. What do you say we try that new restaurant? It's the clear winner because it's the only one that actually asks a question and invites your friend to be part of the decision. It's not just a statement, it's a real invitation.
And there you have it, a really simple but super powerful tool to make all your suggestions sound way more friendly and a lot more effective. The only thing left now is to actually go out and use it. So I guess I have one last question for you. What do you say we all give this phrase a try today?